our growth came from our neighbor refusing to give out licenses for any more data centers. It makes sense, right? Why? Because if you look at most of the undersea cables, for those who are not aware, how does the internet work, right? It's basically fiber optic cables that are in the ocean that connect continents. And one of the connection hubs, so there's a lot of connection hubs, so Japan is one connection hub where they're pretty much connected to the rest of the world. Actually, Singapore is the other connection hub. So purely geographically, why Johor? Because Johor is right next to Singapore. And because the endpoints actually end at Singapore.
And these endpoints, they're quite expensive to connect.
Yeah, they're very expensive, right? So everyone's going to agree, okay, this is the endpoint, right? So why not KL? Why not Penang? Because it's distance, right? So Johor makes more sense. And in terms of landmass, our landmass is much bigger than Singapore. So it does make sense that data centers are being set up in Malaysia. However, I think these are very big one-time gains.
Right, that's important. So one-time gain meaning to say, once we establish, then it'll be there already. Then that's it already.
Just there, yeah.
But how are we going to be bigger than Singapore if Singapore is actually the hub for this kind of thing?
Well, because, so you need three things for it to function. Okay, I think the least most important one is maybe space. Of course, space Singapore is not, has a lot of that. But, I think space Singapore still may have, right? But I think the other two is quite critical. Number one, for data centers to function, power is also very important, right? And I think the probably most important one, which Singapore lacks, is water. So
why do you need water for data centers?
Data centers require a lot of water for cooling.
Right.
Significant amount of water. In fact, the water, most of them can't be recycled. It actually just gets into the air as vapor. Right. Because it's so hot. And we know the agreement, Malaysia's always had that thorn in our side about selling water in Singapore and all. Right. I mean, we still have to build up infrastructure, of course, right? But I think it's a lot cheaper to do it here. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching Borak Bursa. If you enjoyed what you saw, check out our full episodes in our link in bio.